What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. You know, it really was.
But, oh, wait. I had to backtrack.
Okay.
Because in my searching for that, also, I saw Great Khali didn't slap somebody because they wouldn't let him through, just because they wouldn't let him through the toll. They wanted selfies. So they wouldn't let the toll.
Why would you want to sit? Whatever. All right.
It was over in India. They wouldn't let the toll thing.
Still, why would you want to selfie with Great Khali? But all right.
They wouldn't let the toll thing up, and they just started taking pictures of him. So he got pissed, and then this ensued.
Well, I don't want to piss off a man like this.
I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
Mr. If you can't beat up Great Khali, it's something wrong. There's got to be something wrong. This man can't walk. What you
saying, but if I get a slap from up yonder,
they got to say they got to get shoulder on like.
You know how long it take his hand to come down from that high?
I'm saying it truly turns like Eddie Murphy from all like it's like get slapped. But anyway, let's move on to this one real quick. WWE signs Logan Paul to a multi-year deal.
I would rather talk about the CYN shows and the cancel AOP show than talk for 2 hours than talk.
Unfortunately, he is good though.
See what?
Unfortunately, he is good.
Good at what?
Wrestling.
Yes.
Bro.
He's good. Look, it's just like Jake Paul is
care.
a decent fighter. I agree.
I never saw either one of them ever again, it would be too soon.
Well, he's going to be on there this Monday.
Yeah, because
when the last time I sat down and watched the Raw voluntarily?
Voluntarily, never.
Oh, you being forced to watch it? Oh, you got to blink twice, you know?
Yes.
You're being forced to watch Raw. That's torture.
I'm blinking ferociously at the mic.
Oh, he's out a multi-year deal. He's about to be the new DLC next week for 2K22. So, but yeah, he had a good showing in a tag team matchup with The Miz at WrestleMania. They was actually thinking about. I know it's not going to happen, but he was thinking about because Tyson Fury wanted to come back because he finally retired.
I did see that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I agree with you.
And that's exactly what it said. It was like Tyson Fury thinks about a WWE return, and the person who posted it didn't say nothing else but no.
Oh no, you know.
No. That was the whole caption. That was the whole post.
He had a terrible matchup with Braun Strowman. So if he does come back, it'll probably be in time for Clash of the Castle. But however, they was thinking about doing a Logan Paul versus Tyson Fury match because their brothers got beef. Because Jake Paul challenged Tyson Fury's brother to a match.
What got to do with me?
Huh?
What I got to do with me?
I agree. Because WWE, you know how WWE does shit. And was it Jake Paul challenged to a match. At first they had a problem with the visa. And there was a problem with him, not making weight and stuff like that. So there's been kind of like a little animosity between Jake Paul and the other Fury brother. I'm just like, two shit I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, can Floyd go in there and see?
What about a visa? This was for a fight.
Yeah, like for a fight. When Jake Paul challenged to a fight. So, they were like, well, we could benefit off that rivalry and had the brothers fight in the ring. Tyson Fury versus Jake Paul. Yeah. Do you hear me gagging? You know what I'm saying? Do you hear me choking? Because that's nothing I want to see. When Logan Paul can actually do something pretty decent opposed to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was just
the unfortunate thing is, if it makes dollars, it makes sense to them.
I don't know if that makes dollars.
Logan Paul being around, unfortunately, it's going to make dollars.
Yeah, but not going against Tyson Fury.
Oh no, not that. No, nobody.
Logan Paul as a
Tyson Fury ain't Floyd.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the boxing world, but he ain't no draw like Floyd or Mike Tyson. To my knowledge.
The unfortunate thing is Logan Paul is a draw wherever.
Yeah, these little social media people out there.
You know whose fault this is? This is Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian's fault. Let me tell you why. Because they are the first notable people to become famous, like socially famous, just for being famous in this generation. Don't come for me. I know there were socialites before, but this is all they fault. Okay. So now, and they gave rise to the Paul brothers of the world, doing stupid shit and still being able to be famous for nothing. Pisses me off every time.
Real quick, what are the Chrisleys famous for?
Wait, what?
The Chrisleys. What are they famous for?
Nothing. They're part of that. They are part of that too. They was just some rich folk from, where are they from? Tennessee or some shit? I don't know.
Down south of real estate.
They're part of that. The whole influencer culture, it was birthed from that. And yes, I don't care. It's a hill I die on. I hate it. I can't take it. I can't take it. That's just a little aside to the fact that I just don't like them, period. Like, there are people who are famous for being famous who are just not as annoying. I can't take them. Fuck them. That's all I've got to say on the situation.
What was you about to say, Prime?
I was about to say, did y'all see... No, hold on, let me look it up. Let me look it up to confirm. Somebody said something about Brock. I want to see who said it.
Oh, Lord. What about Brock? What he got to do with this?
First of all, the day that we're recording this is 45th birthday, so... You know. Oh, Frank Mir. That's what it was, Frank Mir. Frank Mir said Brock does the bare minimum in everything that he does. As an insult.
Who said this?
Frank Mir.
No, I didn't see that take.
He said he said Brock does the bare minimum. He's better at boxing than he is at wrestling, and that he does the bare minimum because he can and it pays more. Like, okay. I don't think he's watched Brock Lesnar. That's all I'm saying.
Probably hasn't.